The Cincinnati Bengals travel to Cleveland to face their division rival Browns on Sunday. Cincinnati's installed as a 4.5-point favorite on BETDAQ, 42.5 the total in this game. I think a lot of people, when they first look at this line, they think it's not enough points. Everybody knows Cincinnati is supposed to be better than Cleveland this year. Cincinnati currently tied for first in the division. Many people have them picked as possible Super Bowl contender. Cleveland, meanwhile, is Cleveland. They were winless before they traded their best offensive player last week for a draft pick. People saying they were tanking the season, which indeed they might have been tanking the season if by tanking the season you mean making their team worse in the present for the chance to make it better in the future, because that's exactly what they did. However, they showed last week on the road in Minnesota they're not dead yet. Browns picking up their first win of the season, and they might have found a quarterback in the process. Journeyman backup Brian Hoyer getting the start in place of the injured Brandon Weeden. Hoyer threw for over 300 yards, looked better than Weeden has yet in his career. Now, Hoyer did throw a couple interceptions, made some mistakes, but he moved the Browns offense, and it's been a while since we've seen the Cleveland offense move like that. Now, the Browns do have a good defense. They're 6th in the NFL in total defense right now. They're actually playing better defensively than the Bengals, who were supposed to be one of the best defenses in the NFL heading into this season, and the Bengals still are playing well on the defensive side of the ball, currently 11th in yards allowed. But Cincinnati is once again struggling on offense. They're not a terrible offense. They're just not real good. They've ranked back half of the league in total offense for the last 3 years. And here they are again. They're right on the bubble now, ranked 16th in total offense. They seem like they should be better than that, given their personnel, and they've all been in the same system now for a couple of years. They're just not. Very mediocre offense. You can blame Andy Dalton. You can blame Jay Gruden. Certainly somebody gets to blame. We know it's not A.J. Green. But I think Cincinnati is going to have real trouble consistently moving the ball on the road against this Cleveland Browns defense. And as far as Cincinnati's defense goes, look out. They've got some injuries in the secondary. Starting safety Reggie Nelson, questionable for this game. 3 cornerbacks also listed as questionable for this game. So injury problems in the secondary. Cleveland has a little bit of positive mojo on their side. Brian Hoyer stepped in and showed he could do the job in this Norv Turner offense last week. I'm starting to think the Browns, as 4.5-point underdogs, might be a good play here. Keep in mind the Bengals have not been good against division opponents recently. Cincinnati only covering 3 times in their last 12 division games. So I don't know. Like everybody else, when I first looked at this line, I thought, Cincinnati will probably beat them by more than that. But the closer I've looked at this game over the course of the week, I've come to a different conclusion. I think Cleveland Browns are going to stay close in this game, could even pull off the upset. I like Cleveland plus 4.5 here.